Vinny Caravella.
Alex Navarro.
How do you feel about cards?
I'm pretty indifferent for most of the time. I feel okay. I don't know. Is this a trick question?
Well, so...
Are you trying to set me up for something?
Well, yeah, because I want to know how you feel about cards, because at some point in Hearthstone, The Curse of Naxxramus, which we're about to play here, you're going to have to battle some cards.
Okay.
So it helps to have something of an antagonistic relationship toward cards in order to properly battle them.
I'm pretty open.
You're pretty chill about cards?
I mean, by the end of this, I will
Well,
not.
then maybe this is not for you,
Oh,
Vinny.
wait, what? I need to be a jerk?
You need to hate cards. You need to hate them, and you need to want to destroy them at all costs.
All right, I'm getting there. This sounds like, anybody who says this isn't for me is already slipping down the Vinny scale of, like, I don't like this anymore, so now I'm getting angry.
All right.
Yeah, now you're
That's
working,
what I like.
working me
I
up.
like angry Vinny. This is The Curse of Naxxramus.
Every time you say it, I'm gonna laugh every time you say it.
This is the new first expansion for the Hearthstone card battling game from the folks at Activision Blizzard. And this is a single-player focused expansion, which this game did not really have much of to begin with before. It was really just a multiplayer game, and now they've added this single-player element along with a bunch of new cards and some other stuff.
Who is Naxxramus? Is that like the World of Warcraft Santa Claus?
Maybe. I don't know, because honestly, I played World of Warcraft up to about level 36 and then never touched it again.
All right,
so if a lot of the lore that they are pulling from in this game is kind of lost on me, which is what makes, I think, the game more impressive, because I am still super into it, despite having no idea what any of this shit is.
Well, jump in. Show me why I should hate this card
Hate some
battling.
cards. All right, so now that we have gotten the expansion here, the way they have structured this is that they are releasing these different quarters over the course of the next few weeks.
What's a quarter?
Each quarter has a few of these boss fights. That you end up doing, which unlock more cards, and then eventually you get the treasure chest, and even more cards pop out, and it's delightful.
So we're up to the Arachnid quarter?
Yes, this is the one that unlocked this week. I played through all of it yesterday because I'm a fiend, and so I took on these bosses and unlocked some stuff. We'll just jump into this.
Is one of my finest spiders.
Who's talking to you?
This guy,
Good luck,
that dude.
interloper.
He didn't seem very happy.
No, he's kind of a jerk. So we'll just jump into this first one here. This is on the normal difficulty. So here you're just picking any of the decks that you've made for yourself using the various character classes. God, I can't remember what I'm just gonna go with my hunter deck because that usually works pretty okay.
Like all the sound effects and stuff, I really like.
Yeah.
There's a lot of spit and polish on this. Hey, guess what, Alex? Blizzard polished a game pretty well.
I know, right?
So surprising.
Totally nuts.
What is this announcer? So I haven't seen much of this. I saw Rory play some. This looks different to me.
Yeah, I mean, it is a card battling game. You start with, if you're the first player, you start with 3 cards in your deck. If you're the player that takes the second turn, you start with 4 and an extra bonus card.
Card battling.
Card battling.
Sure.
It's a card battling game.
Yeah.
You battle cards.
Yeah.
The main thing up to this point is that when you play the game before the expansion, you could really only play with these 9 classes, and you could really only, granted, the amount of variance you can create in strategy with those different classes was pretty great.
Significant.
But here you're facing off characters who have these different hero abilities and a whole bunch of different cards that are like new to the game.
Oh, so you need to figure out all new strats.
Yeah, this is kind of the cool thing is that I have this tendency where I will kind of just stick to one deck that sort of works and then not really experiment too much beyond that. Some of these new adjustments and new changes have forced me to change some of my strategies around.
Oh, so what's happening here?
So the idea is you're trying to wear down your hero.
Okay.
And so your minions can attack either the hero or any of these characters that are on the board.
Yeah.
And then you have these spells which will create, like in this case, I'm summoning a random beast companion who is this bear that has the taunt ability, which means they have to attack him.
But right now he's sleepy.
Yeah, he's just, he's sleepy because I just summoned him.
So
so he has to stay there for one turn.
Okay.
So I'm just going to attack that.
So is that an ability to bypass their front line there?
A little bit, yeah. All the different characters and cards have their own specific... So he has a taunt ability, and the reason... So he has this taunt ability, which means I have to attack him. But the interesting thing is he costs 3 mana, despite having a fairly high health and all that and taunt and all that. But the reason he has that is because his death rattle, when he dies, one of the minions from my deck will be summoned onto the battlefield. So it's a balance. Like,
is that
he's
a good
more
thing?
Well, he's more powerful character.
Yeah.
But once you kill him off, it actually benefits me.
You get a free character? Okay.
Yeah, more or less.
Right, and so you could sit here and explain every single card ad nauseum, but like, I think you're trying to defeat the boss man.
Yeah, that's the idea. So now here's one of my special hunter cards. This is not new, but it's been around for a while. His thing is I can give any beast character in my deck additional 2 attack, 2 health, and taunt.
Okay.
So ideally here, what I need to do is just start attacking this guy. He's not going to die on this turn, but he'll be close to it.
So the things in the corners, they're flare. Nothing going on in the
Nothing.
bat,
None of
the
this stuff means
skull.
anything. But these are your hero abilities. So
Okay.
in my case, in the hunter's case, if I want to spend 2 mana, I can just shoot him in the face right there.
And you get more mana each turn.
Yes, it increases by 1 up to 10 each turn.
Okay. Well, why come it only says 5 there?
Well, because I only have 5 right now.
Oh, you'll get more as the
Yes, it
match
increases
progresses?
each turn. So right now I'm kind of schooling this guy because I have a pretty decent hunter deck, and I've added a couple of the new spider cards that I unlocked to this deck.
Got it.
All right, so this guy, he's got taunt, and once he dies, he deals 2 damage to every character. So I need to make sure I am sending the right characters after him, which in this case I think yeah, they're all gonna die, so I might as well just throw him straight at it, and then all these characters are gonna die.
That's an intense, yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole thing. All right, so this is also a new one. This is one of the bosses I beat earlier, and by beating him, he has this ability where any minion he attacks will die immediately no matter what.
Okay.
Because he's made of
Insta-kill.
poison, basically.
Oh, okay, she's not very nice. Yeah, well, the only thing I'm gonna say I'm bummed about is like these little things in the corner look like they should do something.
And they don't.
Yeah, like Castle Grayskull should you know, shoot flames out of it.
Well, when you play the main game, like they're not really as much of a thing. Like,
it's
they're
not
just,
as elaborate?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So,
This guy has this ability where he can just destroy a random enemy minion with 2 or less attack. So any one of those guys will just die now.
okay. Well, when you put him in.
Yeah. Once I drop him down, that's his battle cry.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, there's actually there's a really intense variety of abilities between characters, but it's sometimes like for a long time it was really hard for me to keep track of what any of it meant.
But now you on site you recognize.
I pretty much get it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's what I was saying before. Like we could sit here and probably just do a whole 2 hours of you just describing cards.
Yeah.
But for people who are going to get in here, they're just going to have to build their own deck.
But these are new cards. So like this guy, for instance, his ability is he starts out pretty weak, but every turn he gains 1 and 1.
And he's also stealth?
He's stealth until he attacks.
Oh, wow.
So basically you can't kill him right away, but once he attacks someone, he's no longer stealth.
That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah. Also, I don't really have to do very much here because this dude is pretty much worn down at this
And you
point.
can just shoot him with arrows if you want, right?
Yeah, but instead I'm just gonna take this bow and just be a dick about it and just be like, haha, screw you.
Oh yeah, that was pretty rotten. Why?
He's really bummed out
Well, why'd you do it?
because I had to murder him. That was part of the game.
You don't really know why. You're just a soldier here.
Irrelevant.
So you get these 3 different boss fights. They each have their own abilities, which are fairly challenging on their own. But
But
there's also this heroic mode, which is a nightmare.
oh, I thought it was heroic.
It is a nightmare.
What, you've beaten 2 of these bosses.
So I did. This one I beat by pure blind luck on my first try. This one took forever. And this one I have gotten nowhere near. So his heroic ability is that he can return, or in the other version, you can return 1 enemy to my deck.
Oh, to the deck. Okay.
Like, just take him off the battlefield and put him back in my deck.
Uh-huh.
But it costs 3 mana. Now he can do 2, and it's 0.
Oh. Wait, so he can just keep doing it?
He can just keep spamming that over and over and over again. I'll do a quick run through of this, though. This is none of my decks are in any way strong enough to actually deal with this guy. So we're just gonna see what happens.
So how are you getting new cards?
Like in general, or
Yeah, like these cards that you said, like this is a new guy. He was He came with this expansion. How are you getting those into your decks?
So the ones that you unlock by playing the boss fights are just in the available card pool, and you can just add them to any deck.
Okay, so you don't have to like buy them or win them or anything. You
Not
just get
these,
them.
no.
Okay.
Most of the cards you have to get by buying them or using in-game currency to unlock them.
So are any of these going to come into multiplayer with you?
Yes, any of the cards you earn are usable in multiplayer, and then there are some class-specific cards as well. But those are, and those are tied to specific character classes.
Okay.
Will make your death mostly painful.
Oh, scary, creepy.
So yeah, I'm already at a huge disadvantage. One, he now has 15 more health.
Yeah.
He has this ability, and he's starting with these two guys on the field already.
Well, great.
And if I kill either of them, they will both summon 2 spiders, which are annoying. Not going
Yeah.
to kill me right away, but
Yeah.
are definitely annoying.
Well, what do you do?
I'm just going to kill them right away, because fuck it, why not? I have this ability. I'm just gonna blast them, and now I'm gonna have 4 spiders to deal with.
Yeah.
But they don't have any special abilities, at least. So
Okay.
if I can clear them off, I'm okay.
Well,
if I can't, well, I'm fucked.
So when do you draw a card? Every turn?
Every turn.
And if you were to get that like battle cry guy, he could just wipe out a dude.
If I had the right battle cry, yes.
Oh, they're just
There's
chipping
different
away.
battle cries depending on each character.
Right.
So, all right. So I can't do anything here because it's a long story, but like some abilities for this character have an overload thing.
Okay.
So they're super powerful, but then they lock your ability
Got
to
it.
use a certain amount of crystals the next time around.
Okay.
I'm gonna
jeez.
get smoked in this one, just so we know, because this is just
Death by
ridiculously,
1,000 cuts. Wow.
ridiculously unbalanced. But they're very upfront about that fact. At the beginning, I'm just gonna turn that guy into that, so I don't have to deal with his stuff. And that's
Right.
that.
They're saying, hey, this is
This is deliberately super unbalanced and maybe not fun.
why would he use that?
What's that?
Did he just use that web warp thing?
Yes. Well, that's the thing, is that he's just programmed to keep spamming it no matter what.
So even if you don't have any characters on the
Yeah,
table?
it doesn't do anything because it's 0 mana, so there's no
So
reason
why
for
not?
him not to do it.
But it does have a bit of a cooldown?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna throw one of my totems out here. Maybe. Okay, so that's a taunt one. That's good to have. And then I'll silence that one so he can't have that death rattle anymore. He won't summon any more spiders.
Okay.
And then just for funsies,
And you can't silence the hero?
no, you cannot.
Okay.
And now it's not going to matter. I just realized because he's just going to send those guys back. So it does not like. Now the thing is, that means I can keep playing this character who has this battle cry, so I can keep silencing minions.
Sure.
But they're just not going to stay on the board, and I can't do any damage with them.
Right, and you're not going to win by defense here.
No. In fact, I'm almost dead. So this is pretty much the end of this for me. We'll see if maybe this.
That's rough, but like it's a good challenge. It seems like.
It is a hell of a challenge. All right, so I can silence a minion and deal 1 damage to it. Let's do that.
Probably pretty rewarding when you win.
Yeah, in the rare instance when that actually happens. Oh god, I'm screwed, aren't I?
So the big.
Yeah, I'm dead. So whatever.
Does this cost money?
Yes. So they're releasing each wing individually, and I think you can buy them that way, and you can also buy them using a
When
certain
you say
amount
wing, do you mean quarter or
of quarter. Yes.
Okay.
Each of those can be purchased separately or purchased with in-game currency.
What's in-game? How do you get in-game currency?
You get the in-game currency by me conceding this battle.
well,
right
I
now.
don't think you gotta concede. Let's just see this through to the end here.
All right.
No offense.
No, I understand.
I think Thrall there is. Let's give him the grace of finishing this battle.
Yeah, just kill me. Just kill me now.
Nope.
Still gonna
embarrass
send me
you
back.
first. Just gonna
Yep.
humiliate you.
Just a
and
real
then-
dick move
there
all
we go.
around. Yeah. So I mean, there may be a strategy to beat this guy. I have not figured it out on this level.
Any kind of like reflect that you've ever seen, or mirror or something that would bounce that back?
Nothing that I have,
Oh.
or at least that I've experimented with yet. So.
All right. So in-game currency.
In-game currency is this gold down here, which is what you earn by completing quests in the game, which is, win a certain number of games with a certain class,
Okay.
play a certain number of minions, et cetera, et cetera.
Almost like achievements.
Yes, but they're continuous. Like, this is the quest log I have right here, and this is the only one that's currently active at the moment.
Okay.
So that's...
So what do we? So let's see how much one would cost, or can you? How much do they cost in-game currency? Like thousands of gold? Do you know?
I don't think. Yeah, it's the adventure. So the whole thing is $20.
Okay.
It is not currently showing me the actual.
Oh, the in-game?
Yeah, what the in-game cost is, but it's like
Can you get
I think it's
info
like
on it?
I want to say it's like 700 gold per quarter.
Oh boy, okay.
So you kind of have to
significant.
save that stuff up, which
Okay.
I have not really been doing.
For somebody who has maybe let's just say
Yeah.
more money than time at this stage of my
Sure,
life, $20
yes.
sounds okay versus 28
Yeah.
100 gold.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So we're gonna, and then the other thing that this comes with is these class challenges, which is how you unlock the card specific to your class.
Okay.
So I'll just jump into this one real quick. They create a
Are
standard.
these new or these are
These class challenges are new.
okay? And these are no. You do not have to pay for these, or this.
This is
an
part of
update?
the whole package. Like
Okay.
when you buy
Even
a
one quarter or- okay.
it brings these challenges in as well.
Okay. So no matter which quarter you get in on, you'll get this stuff.
Yes. And so the deck you're given in this, I think, is predetermined. It's not the one I built. It's just like what they decide to give you.
For their druid
Yeah.
class or whatever. Okay.
So this is one of the new druid cards where it's like you can just destroy every enemy that's on the field and replace it with a 2/2 character
Oh.
on either side, which means that if you do it for their side, there will be a bunch of 2/2 characters on their side as well. I'm not going to do anything there just yet.
So I wonder if hidden in here is a class card that'll be good against that hardcore spider.
Yeah, if there is, I haven't found it yet.
Have you kind of gone through a bunch of the classes, or?
Yeah, I mean, I've tried each class at least once on some of those super hard bosses, and none of the default decks that I have are good enough to deal with that. So, which isn't to say that there isn't an option out there somewhere that
Yeah.
would make it work. I just haven't figured it out yet.
The damned stand ready.
So we got like about a month until we have all the quarters out.
Yeah, so it's 5 weeks total.
Man,
Yeah, there's
5 weeks, but 4 quarters,
5.
or 5 quarters.
There were 5 quarters.
Alex, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, I assume that. Alex, I hate these cards. Is this the place for me?
Yes,
Okay.
definitively, yes.
They must be talking about areas, right? Quarters, like, hey, the druid quarter or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with that.
So killing that guy because he was high powered but low mana, got that his thing was I draw a card. So I
Okay.
got a new card for doing that.
Do you feel like it continues to be balanced even with all these new cards?
It's tough for me to say. I haven't done a lot of multiplayer yet with the new stuff. Like I've just mostly been trying to unlock stuff in here. But it seems like
Nothing too crazy yet.
nothing too crazy yet.
Okay.
No.
Even that stealth. Did they have stealth cards before?
Yeah, I mean, stealth is not most of the stuff in this expansion is focused on these death rattle abilities. So when
Oh.
they die, they do something.
Okay.
That's kind of the thing they've been hyping up the most.
Is that a new thing, or that was? on
It's. I
some
mean,
of the
there
characters?
there have been death rattle abilities prior to that, but they were not nearly as there weren't nearly as many of them.
Now, can I, as a player, if I didn't buy any of these quarters, can I buy the cards from the store? Do you know?
I believe. So you can buy the decks. I don't know if you can unlock the new cards just by buying the decks. I think maybe you actually have to go into this expansion. I don't know for
Yeah,
certain.
I know because it gets a little complicated now that there's expansion stuff. Who has what and
Exactly.
who has access to what, right? I would assume they would never try and cut you off from an avenue in which you
No.
give them money.
No.
So
But this is the thing, though, is that, you start out with a basic deck in the game. And almost none of, like, the rare or super powerful cards are in that deck. So you have to unlock that stuff anyway.
right.
And so you can play the game with that basic deck. You just can't get very far into it because if you don't have any, like, these, like, special cards,
You're just gonna get creamed.
you're just going to get creamed over and over and over again.
And can you win cards off of other players?
You can, though. Well, no. You can't win them off of players.
Okay, can't play for pinks or anything
No,
like that?
no. There's nothing like that. So I'm trying to think what the best strategy is. He's got a few different powerful ones on the board right now. I'm trying to think if maybe it might just be in my interest to throw this down.
Sure. Let's see that baby work.
Thing is, so once this dies, I will get a more powerful guy, and then I'll get 2 small guys when I kill this off.
Oh right, like that person did against. Yeah, so make you just end your turn, skip it, and let those guys.
I think what was this guy's thing? Destroy the minions. Oh, you know what? Okay, that's the one I want to go for. So what I'm gonna do is this.
You just attacked your own guy.
Well, no. So this is giving him more ability, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna get that, and then I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna get that, and those 2 guys are gonna die.
This is. Oh, she's not happy.
Well, you know what? You can say that. I don't really care.
Well, I think she was talking to her.
I don't know who
minions,
she was
right?
talking to. It doesn't really matter. So her ability is that she launches missiles based on how many cards you have in your deck.
Oh, so you got 3 missiles in your face?
Yeah, but then this guy's thing is that he recharges his health at the beginning of every turn.
Height your mama.
Dude, right? Isn't this, like, this shit is really hard to keep track of. I am in no way trying to say that this is, like, easy, but yeah.
I mean, it's all written on the card, right?
It is.
And then when you're not doing a quick look, you could just kind of sit there and read each card and take your time.
Exactly.
Have you played against Rory at all? I know he was pretty into this.
I don't think I have. I've mostly just been kind of playing like random people online and
having a good time?
Yeah, mostly having a pretty good time. And so his thing is that he just keeps spawning these 2/2 guys with taunt.
Oh.
Until you get rid of him. He's a hard card to get. You won't find him.
How did you get him?
I actually don't think I have that character. I think it's just because this is a deck that the computer built for this mode.
Oh.
That card happened to be in there.
So you don't have that in any of your decks?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I have a decent number of like the legendary, or not necessarily legendary, but like a lot of the rarer cards, but not all of them by any stretch.
Can you just pay cold hard cash for that stuff if you wanted?
Well, so what you can do is you can buy packs.
Oh, it's like a random card,
Yeah,
right?
and when you buy the packs, it's a random thing. But the thing is, you can disenchant cards that you have too many of.
Okay.
And then you can use that to buy specific cards if you have enough of the dust required to. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
I disenchanted a thing or two in my day.
Oh, have you?
How you feeling about this battle?
I feel like I'm probably gonna win it.
Okay.
I'm gonna kill that guy. I don't really need to worry about her drawing more cards or anything. That's fine. I'm doing okay at this moment. We'll kill that guy off. And then we'll add that. And we'll just go there, and there, and there.
So the hero has no defense.
Well, so this character does.
Yours does. Okay.
His hero ability is that he gets 1 attack that he can just use to hit anyone, and then he gains 1 armor.
Oh, okay. But armor won't attack guys that attack you, right? Like
no.
Okay.
No. So all armor does is just basically give you additional health that isn't actually health.
That just wears down?
Yeah.
That's a cool card.
Yeah.
Bring out your dead.
Must be really cool if you're into this game to see all this new stuff.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I've played a fair amount of this game, and I don't know how to say it other than, it's not that it's gotten old, but I'm definitely been ready for a while for some additional stuff.
Yeah.
And I think
you're getting it.
And now we're going to win this. Just right now. Just going to
is
win.
it?
This is it. This is the end.
Checkmate. You're already dead?
Done.
Oh, geez. So what are you going to get?
Well, I'm not getting anything because I already beat this before.
Oh, okay.
But what I would have gotten was the Druid-specific new card, which is that 2/2 card that I was talking about before.
Okay.
And then so only the Druid and the Rogue ones are unlocked in this one, then the rest will be unlocked with the new quarters as they come out.
Okay. So do you have to buy the new quarters to get these?
Yes, the challenges, yes.
Okay, so if you were to not buy any more quarters, you would only ever have those.
Those 2 challenges, yeah.
Okay.
And I wouldn't be able to unlock additional class-specific stuff.
Got it.
Through that unless I went ahead and did that.
So there's a decent amount of stuff locked up in these new quarters.
Yeah.
That's cool.
There's a decent amount of content in these. I've had fun with the boss battle stuff. It's forced me to adjust some of my strategies in ways I probably wouldn't have done on my own.
That's interesting. Yeah, to force you to use a different deck.
Yeah.
So what was it? It was $5 a quarter or $20 for all 5? Is that?
It was $20 for all 5.
Okay.
I don't remember the individual prices for each one, but if you pay the $20, you get all 5, and then there is some in-game version of that you can do as well.
But probably for stupid high gold.
Yeah, it probably most likely.
So what are you doing here?
I'm just jumping into a multiplayer game because why not?
Dare you?
I know, right? This is the only deck that I think I've outfitted with any of the new cards, so we're sticking with those for the time being.
Okay.
Watch your back.
Let the hunt begin.
Okay.
So what do you choose here?
So these are the cards you start with, and if you don't like these, you can just sort of swap out as many of these as you like.
For a new random
Just
card?
another random card.
But just once?
Yeah. And the idea is you want to have a decent number of low mana cards at the beginning.
Because you don't have a lot.
Because you don't have a lot, and so if you have a bunch of high rank cards at the beginning, you're kind of screwed for a while. Like, you can't clear the board, you can't really do anything.
Sure.
So, I'm just gonna blow that right now and just be like, haha, screw you.
It's right out of the gate.
In your
Poof.
face!
Poof.
It's probably dumb, but whatever. Some people are really about hanging on to that coin card, you know, for future use, but I like to just kind of blow it off when I can. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and throw this trap up. It's too. I have 2 of those, so if another one pops up, I can use it again. So if this character attacks me, I will do 2 damage to all characters on this side. It's usually a better one to save for when you have, like, multiple enemies on the board, but
Right.
I'm just kind of screwing around right now, so...
I don't know. As a
You know, a good start
Well,
in this game
just
doesn't necessarily mean anything,
Sure.
because if they have a bunch of powerful cards they start
Right.
throwing at you at some point, then you're kind of screwed.
right.
Don't mess with Tusk.
So far, this guy at least seems relatively quick, so...
Oh, is there a time limit?
There is a time limit. For the most part, I found that people don't mess with that too much. Like, they don't just sit there and wait forever for you to do anything. Because that'd be a real dick move.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to summon this guy. Who do we get this time? Oh, we got the bear again. I'm going to throw this one down. I'm going to save her, because I can't kill that one with her, so I'm just going to save her on the board for now. Now, he's because I have this boost, he's strong enough to kill this.
Got it. But if he destroys that wolf, will that
That
change
will
things?
that will change things a little bit. And so he's going to do that, and then so he's basically made it so that this character can now come in and kill him.
Got it.
Strategery!
Yeah, it's happening.
There's a lot of it.
Oh. All right, that seemed like a pretty serious
Yes,
turn there.
but now I have this. So I'm just going to kill those 2 guys.
Okay.
And now they're dead. Can't do anything else there, but that's fine.
Whee.
Yeah.
So the cards go back in your deck, or they're gone?
They're done. They're gone. And once you run out of cards, you
Yeah.
start losing life.
Oh, really? Each
Yeah,
turn?
so it just becomes
Okay.
a war of attrition at that point.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't think I ever knew that.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that happen?
Yes, I've been in games where that has definitely happened. All right.
Like where you have 0 cards in your hand, you're just waiting to die?
Yeah, pretty much. And at that point, you can either just concede or what.
Oh.
I usually concede when I realize that there's just no hope of me winning.
Right.
So
That's a gentlemanly thing to do.
I try to be nice, you know. Like no one wants to sit there and just watch me sit there forever while my health just dwindles down.
Right. So your opponent here has 7 of 7 mana. Does that mean something big's coming?
It could be, or a lot of little things. All right, so this is one of the new cards. He's obviously
Also,
earned this.
got a quarter.
Yeah. Okay, so he's just gonna try and kill this character off right now. Now, there's a couple of things I can do here. I could wait. I don't know if I want to use this yet. Because I feel like this will, if I save it and there's other characters on the
Yeah.
other side of him, I could save it.
Right.
The other option is I could just be like, fuck this guy, get him out now, and then throw another thing down.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I say save it.
Save it?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm going to throw this misdirection up here. I'm not going to throw any minions down. I'm just going to shoot.
Okay.
And I'm going to save the rest of that for the next turn, see what we get. Now, he's got this weapon for 1 more, and he's still got this, so that could do some damage. We'll see.
Right, but at least you don't have anybody on the board, but then by that, you'll just get attacked,
Yeah.
right?
My hope is that he will attack me with his weapon first, and then, because I have misdirection, that will mean that he will try to attack me, and it will actually go back at his minion. But that didn't work, so he's going to send him back at this now. I don't think that's gonna kill any. Oh no! So I guess because he had a weapon,
That was pretty
that
cool.
killed him. That worked
That
out.
seemed to work out.
But because he still has his weapon, he can still attack me. Whereas before, that would have just canceled both out.
Got it. Well, I don't know. That still seemed all right.
It was not bad. That was not a bad thing by any stretch.
It's coming directly for you.
Yeah. Wow.
Just conceded.
He's like, all right,
We're done?
I don't know what to do here.
Really? Well, congratulations, Alex.
Thank you.
That was a cool little match.
Yeah, so that's the basic crux of what's in Curse of Naxxramus, which is out now. I think it's a nice little addition to the game if you are still playing it.
Yeah.
Do you think this is going to be the impetus to get Vinny Caravella into card battling?
You know, I like this stuff, and it looks really cool, and like seeing what's involved here, I just, holy cow, so much other stuff.
There is.
This is available on the PC and on mobile platforms?
It is on PC, it is on Mac, it is on various tablet devices. It is in most places where you would want to look for it.
Okay, so maybe I'll whip out that old iPad and see if I can sneak it out of the
That's
house.
what I said, and months later, here I am still playing it, so just FYI.
Okay, cautionary tale.
Very cautionary tale. I don't have a life anymore. It's pretty much just this game. Please kill me. Please kill me.
I don't know. Is this where all right. Cards. I'm angry.
Just imagine me, like at the end of Alien with Tom Skerritt, just pulled up against a wall. But in this case, I'm just sitting there, like thumbing through like fucking Hearthstone cards, just kinda whispering, "Kill me."
All right, so I'll just get in my underwear and I'll go into a little stasis pod and drift through space while Hearthstone's happening.
Sounds
That's
great.
the best way to do it. I'll come back like years and years, decades later, and find out Hearthstone has ruined the world.
Yes, all this makes perfect sense to me.
All right, I'm gonna go pen that screenplay. Alex, you're gonna play more Hearthstone. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vinny.